Hey everybody, welcome back to my semi-regular, sporadic, whenever I get around to it or have time to make one vlog series called Vloggy Things. I am the eponymous Dox Ryan, as you have stumbled across my YouTube or Twitch channel. That's me. And in this series, I ramble about anything that crosses my mind for about 15 to 20 minutes. And either you like it or you don't. Either you hit the subscribe button or the follow button on Twitch, or you decide to sub to the channel on Twitch. All things go to supporting me. And I haven't made one of these in a while because I've been kind of swamped with life. And today I wanted to make one because I had an interesting conversation with my partner, companion, girlfriend. I don't know, like, our relationship is unique because we're together, we plan to be together for a while, and we really don't know what to call each other because we're not married. And I mean, I marriage is a thing that I have trouble with because I was married and divorced once before, and I'm kind of turned off of the institution, but I don't know. Who knows? Um, it's an opening ramble, but today I kind of wanted to talk about what's been going on in the future because I had an interesting conversation with her this morning while we were laying in bed and just chilling. So, the last month and a half, I haven't made a video or I haven't streamed a whole lot. I've recently returned to streaming because one of our 18-year-olds had become homeless and broke up with his fiance. So, he didn't have anywhere to go. So, we kind of took him in and was like, hey, gotta get your shit sorted out. Otherwise, you're not staying. And there were a few hiccups along the way, but for the most part, he's done really good. And this is the 18-year-old that I have a complicated history with. I have a lot of issues with him based off of when he was younger, and he's got issues with me. But we've been dealing with it. He hasn't had any issues like behaviorally. He's been doing really good, and I'm really proud of him. But so he was down in my studio in my basement area, so I couldn't stream or make videos a lot. And then like a week and a half ago, everybody was like, no, you got to get back to work. So we're moving him out of the basement. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. But long story short, to get to why I'm talking about the future is I was dealing with some mental health stuff with him. And, I realized it wasn't his, my frustrations weren't about him. It was about the holdover stuff from when he was younger. And I've been trying to deal with that and deal with work and everything. I'm fiddling with my headphones because, I can't get them to sit right all the time. But the last couple weeks, it's been easier to deal with because he's finally got a move out plan. He's got he knows what he's doing and he's getting his life together. So that that makes things easier and it takes the stress levels down because now he's not worried about where he's going to do and everything. He's just focused on getting that together. And he's going to be shipping out to the Marines. Dealt for him, mad respect. He's decided to take that path. And I asked him if that was the right path for him or if he felt it was the only path. And after a conversation with him, he said it was the right path for him, and I respect it. He's 18. He's a man, and I got to give him that credit. He's done everything he can to make right decisions and do what he can. So I respect it, and I'm proud of him. But him making that decision and us um, getting prepared to move across the country potentially kind of got me thinking about the future. And that leads me to the conversation I had with her this morning. It was about the future. We were just laying in bed. The boy was asleep. Uh, my oldest daughter, Sammy from Dragon's Desire on Twitch, she was still asleep. And the middle boy was downstairs on his Chromebook on YouTube doing what he shouldn't have been doing when he should have been working on homework. That's neither here nor there. So the house was quiet and everybody was doing their thing. And the dog was laying in bed with us and she was curled up in my arms. And the dog was curled up down by our legs, just chilling. And we were petting the dog and snuggling and discussing the future. And what we're looking forward to and things like that. And one of the things that she said is, well, after, I don't know, I don't remember the exact timetable or chronological order of what things were said, but I said one of the things I'm looking forward to in the next 10 to 15 years is just being able to lay in bed while the kids are with the kids gone and just chill all day. And I said, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that too, because I want to be able to just get in the truck or the RV or whatever and go and see shit. Like, I wanted to see shit with the kids, but like, it's really hard. I work 2 jobs. My girlfriend works a bunch of jobs. So we don't have the luxury of being able to just pick up and go. We don't have the funds. We don't have the money. I'm a professional security officer and a full-time streamer. Like, I don't I don't make enough to plan vacations because I never put school together because it wasn't my thing. And then I didn't enter the trades because I have a disability on my hand, and I was raised to where I didn't think long term. That's neither here nor there. I'm not bitching about my life or how hard I gotta work. I get a pretty decent life. I got good internet. I got nice clothes. I eat good food. I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul sometimes with a bill, but the kids got what they need, not necessarily what they want. We have a house. We live in a bad part of town, and we have a dog. All in all, things could be way worse. But I said I can't wait to just jump in the truck and go. And she was like, yeah, I can't wait to get my pilot's license so that we can go visit other countries. And then I made a joke about, oh, well, we're going to need a private jet because little planes can't, go across the pond or whatever. And we made a joke about having to get a G5 or whatever, and we were laughing and whatnot. And it was really nice. And I said, hopefully by the time I'm like 55, we're still healthy enough, we're still fit enough, we're still young enough to like do that. And then she made the comment about, oh, well, what about the kids? And I said, I'm not worried about the kids when they're older. Because me, I'm looking forward to them not being here. I'm looking forward to them being on their own, having their own adventures, doing their own things. Because if they're not in my house and they're out functional doing the things they need to do, I did my job right. I raised them to be on their own, to handle their business, to be responsible. We did our jobs as parents. That being said, I also said that I am looking forward to those days where the kids call and say, "Hey mom, hey dad, hey Rick, whatever, hey docs, um, we're in town or we're gonna come over Thursday night. You guys want to do dinner and a movie?" And I'm really excited for that, to have them come over and we all cook dinner in the kitchen and we all sit around and we play cards or fucking uh, dominoes or board games or whatever family entertainment is on the menu. And I'm looking forward to just having them come for the day or the night, hang out, enjoy our time together, and then have them go home. Because to me, that's the ultimate goal as a parent. Like, to have them in their own homes, in stable relationships, in successful careers, to where if we're home, because I don't plan on being home. I don't plan on being a granddad. Like, and nothing's wrong with being a granddad. Like, if my kids have kids, grandkids are grandkids. They are what they are. But I'm not gonna be one of those grandparents that lives to stay home and wait for the grandkids and their kids to come visit them. No, God, no. No, sir. I am going to be out and about, cruising around with the dogs, with the girlfriend. If she's doing her thing, if she's got a business thing she's doing, or she's out of town because she's doing that, I'm going to be cruising around with the dogs, shooting vlogs or just hanging out in the yard. I'm not going to be like, oh, I wish the kids would come by. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not the relationship I have with my parents. I know they would like me to have a better relationship with them. Like, my mom probably wants me to call more and but I'm not that kind of guy. But just the fact of them being well off enough to where they can call us up and be like, hey, we're in town for the weekend. Can we, crash at the house and have family time? That'd be awesome. But then you all gotta fucking go. I'm not gonna be one of these empty nest people who are like, oh, well, woe be me. And I'm not, again, I'm not bemoaning people who have empty nest syndrome. It's a real thing. People love their kids and they miss their kids. I'm sure I'll miss them from time to time, but I'm not lamenting that they're gone. I'm excited for them to be gone because they need to live their lives outside of mom and dad and docs. I have It's complicated. I technically have 5 kids. One of them I made, the other 4 I inherited. They're all mine, though. I've had them where they're young enough where I've had major input on their thoughts and behaviors and things like that. So they're mine. I've corrupted them to where they're mine. And that's cool. But I'm so excited for the future of just being able to know that my relationship can evolve to that where they're still my kids, but they're they're people I actually like hanging out with. You know, they're not people I'm beholden to or responsible for. They're not people who I have to take care of. They're people that choose to be around me, that choose to come around, that choose to take time out of their busy lives and say, "Hey, Dad, we're coming over." And I'll be like, "Well, it's not going to work this week because I'm not here. But next week I'll be in town, and if you want to get together then, we can do steaks on the grill or ribs, or we can sit down and do mashed potato bowls, or I can whip out whatever it is because my future, my future is not security work. My future is at this point unknown. But what I would like my future to be is doing what I'm doing now, making vlog videos, streaming and hanging out, and not necessarily streaming video games. Maybe I'm doing voiceover projects. Maybe I'm doing live check-in sessions with people who just need someone to hang out with and talk to, because I really enjoy those. I do just chatting streams, and I do voiceover streams, and I do gaming streams. I would love to do more tabletop RPGs in the future. I hope that's my future. It's not that right now. I'm having to work all the time at the day job because I don't have the, my stream life isn't to the point where I can just say screw my day job. But I would hope that my future entails some sort of streaming or vlogging my adventures, or talking to people and helping people out. And yeah, playing video games. I'm always going to play video games. I grew up playing video games. I grew up through the evolution of video games, and I still love playing them. So it's always going to be a part of my job. But I love doing cooking streams where I just hang out and talk to people in the kitchen, because one of my favorite things to do is hang out in the kitchen and talk with my kids while we're cooking. I one day hope to have a setup where I can do that, where if I'm making food, I turn on a stream for an hour when I'm in the kitchen cutting and cooking and talking and listening to music. Minus DMCA, obviously. But I'm not lamenting my kids being gone. I'm not lamenting getting older. I'm not lamenting not having them around. I'm actually excited. I'm excited for me and Bernadette to just be me and Bernadette. You know, all too often we're mom and dad and docs, or we're hey asshole and hey bitch. You know, I'm excited to the point where we're just all together and nobody is beholden to anybody. Nobody's responsible for anybody. Because I want to see what they become. My 118-year-old, he's joining the Marines. My Sammy, my oldest girl, is talking about going to college overseas and moving out of the country. Ooh, dogs, America, number one. No, America's the Florida of the world right now. No hating on Florida, but Florida, y'all fucking crazy. The state of our country is a mess, but it'll endure. It'll recover. It'll get better once young minds take over leadership positions who can push new things forward. And I'm excited to see that. But is it going to affect my life? Not really. I mean, what's really affected my life. I work a little harder now. I don't have insurance. Maybe in the next 10 years I get insurance and I can get the things taken care of I need to take care of. But I'm excited for that. I don't like change, but I love evolution. Change is something without progress that I can't stand. I love evolving to the new level. And I think my family is going to evolve to that next level. And I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for them to be gone and just to lay in bed and be like, oh, I got to stream and vlog today in like an hour, but I can take an hour just to lay there with the dogs and my partner and be like, this is the best thing in the world. Now, is it cool when the kids come and jump in bed with us? Yeah, it is, but they're all teenagers now, so it's getting kind of awkward. You know, they're big and bony and knees and shit. Get the fuck out of my bed. I don't need you here. When you were little, it's cute. Now it's awkward. But it is nice when they come in and just lay down for a minute and put their head on my shoulder, or the boys come in and they sit at the end of the bed and they ask me questions. But I'm really honestly looking forward to that next level where they're all adults and they're all on their own adventure. And yeah, there's going to be bumps in the road for all of them, and I'm looking forward to being there. You know, being like, hey, you know, either you fucked up or they fucked up, and this is how we fix it. Like, I'm not going to disconnect from them. I'm just looking for our relationship to evolve. I'm looking forward to the, you know, our version of Sunday dinner. Really, that's what I'm excited for. If Bernadette and I are in town and we're all together and we have a place, or we go over to their place, they're like, hey, Dad, we've got a big kitchen. Why don't you hit the grocery store and let's cook again? Let's play a board game. Or if Sammy calls and says, hey, Dad, I'm in France. Can you come out for the week? I want to be at a point where I can. Be like, yeah, your stepmom and I, or your mom and I, mom number 2, we'll be there in like a day. We'll hang out for a weekend and then we'll go, or we'll hang out for the week. Or if the youngest is like, she's talking about so many things. Like, I've lost track with all the things she wants to do. If she calls up and says, hey, I got a new dog, or we're going here with the dogs, do you want to join us? I'll be like, yeah. That's my future. And I'm really excited for it. Because that's an evolution to what it is now. It's something that I can get excited for. But I need to be able to build those dreams and that excitement. So if it's making vlogs or writing a book or live streaming, that's going to pave the way. Or maybe it's something that evolves from my voice work. I'm excited for that. I want that to happen because I don't want to be a 45-hour a week, 50, 60-hour a week wage slave. I've done that. I don't like it. I hate my day job. But my day job pays the bills. And until my day job doesn't pay the bills, or some other project that I'm working on does pay the bills, I'm going to get up every day, grumble, hate my job, go to work and do the best damn job I can do at that job. Come home, make dinner, hang out with my kids and my girlfriend, and then come down to my studio and work. Because after 41 years, I finally feel like I'm on the right path. I finally have a partner, and this is no disrespect to any of my partners I've had in the past. I finally found a partner that I feel doesn't try to change me, but encourages me to grow and evolve, and supports me. And like I said, no shade to any of my partners I've had in the past. It's just, maybe I wasn't ready, maybe they weren't ready, maybe we weren't the right fit. But I think I'm at a point where I've got the right partner, I've got the right mate, I've got the right woman who's my partner, 50-50. She's going to force me to grow and evolve, and I'm going to support her in her growth and evolution. So, I don't know, but I'm excited. And I hope you guys are too. Thank you for all the support. If you like this video, please like the video. If you like it on the YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube. You can find me on Twitch 4 nights a week. Please follow me there. Subscribe if you can, because it's going to make these dreams a reality. And I don't know, after 41 years, I finally figured out what the fuck I want to do. I want to do. For so long, I've done what I've had to do. I think this is what I want to do. And I'm excited. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for the girlfriend's adventures. I'm excited in general. And there's some stuff coming up that's going to get dark, and I can't talk about it, but I'll make it through it. And we'll make it through it, and we'll come out stronger, and we'll come out better, and personal stuff. And I'm not talking about big country stuff, but there's like some personal stuff that I'm going to have to deal with soon, I have a feeling. But we'll tackle it like we tackle everything else. Tie our shoes on, put our headphones on, and get through it. So I appreciate you guys listening. I've rambled on for far too long. Please like the videos, subscribe, all that shit. Follow me on Twitter, @DocsRyan. All that stuff's in the description below. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. And I'll see you soon.